Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be talking about business cash flow management 101. And if you don't know what that means, you're retarded. But it basically means how to manage your cash flow as a business owner. You could be in skilled trades, you can be a service provider, a home service technician, or a home service business, white collar, blue collar, freelancer, independent contractor, subcontractor, whatever sort of business you run, agency, which is under service provider. This is how you can optimize that business to manage your cash flow and always have a really good profit margin in your business, anywhere between 30 and 50% profit margin in the trades. Because I know typically it's common to see trades businesses under 20%, some of them, if they're lucky, 25%. But if you implement these right now to your businesses, you can increase your business profit to 30, if not up to 50% annually just by implementing these into your business. So let's go ahead and get started. First is project management software. So what is that? Project management software is basically a software that allows you to manage every aspect of a project. So when you sign a contract, it may take 3, 6, 9, 12 months, however long the contract may take. Normally, people try to just update their teams, without any analytical tools or whatsoever. They just, at each step of the contract, they just update each other and they move on to the next step. It's basically a software that tracks the progression of a job, right? So if you're doing a 3-layer job, once you guys are done with the first layer of the job, it tracks it, it updates it. Internal team is able to see it if given access. The client is also able to see it on this project management software before you guys move to the next step to make sure everything on that first step is done properly. Because a lot of trades businesses or service providers, they go from A, B, C, D without involving their client, only for them to, towards the end of the project, involve their client, and the client wants to go back and change a bunch of stuff, right? Which it cuts from the money, it cuts from the profit margin, because now you're spending money, if not labor, which costs money, to redo certain things you've already done, and it's just a time waste. It doesn't help anyone. But with the project management software, once you guys are wrapping up the first aspect of a project with the client involved in it, they can check that step, implement whatever changes need to be implemented before moving on to the next step. That way you guys don't have to go back when you guys are too far gone, which in turn saves you and your business money. So that is one way to manage cash flow in your business, just by including project management software into your business. There's multiple of them out there. There is AppFlowy, Monday.com. There's a bunch of them. Whichever one you choose to use, that's fine. Just by including a project management software to your business, you're going to simultaneously increase your business, efficiency by 5 to 15% while also increasing your profit margin. There's no set percentage because each business varies, but there's going to be some money you're going to be saving down the road just by implementing a project management software. Number 2 is productized estimation and bidding. A lot of businesses, they try to do custom bidding on, cost estimation for different clients. It is the best way to go about it efficiently that manages cash flow to where we're on the low end, how much you guys can expect as a business, and on the high end, what's the range you guys could get up to as a business, right? And that is done by productizing, cost estimation and bidding. So when you're bidding a project, rather than having it custom, have productized, bundles or packages that's included in, in you guys' solution suite. So a client comes in, they pick from whatever is included, they select whatever services they want, and if they want more, they then add to that. It makes it easier, for cost estimation and, bidding and whatnot. So if you have a solution service that costs $1,000 and the client wants a little bit more customization done in that service package, you can add an extra $200 to $500 on top of the $1,000 rather than bidding the job or the service from scratch. You would already have a baseline or standard to go off of. So whatever extra the client adds to that service or to that solution, it doesn't necessarily affect you guys' cash flow or profit margin. So this is one way to go about it. I know that sounds stupid, but when you really think about it, it makes sense. If your services cost $1,000 for house cleaning, standard house cleaning, 2 bed on a house, which is 5-bed, 2-bed wants the same service. So what you would do is, sure, you bill them for 3-bed, 2-bed, then add an additional 2-bed to that to make it 5-bed, 2-bed. Does that make sense? So you have the set standard, then anything after that is an additional to that, rather than trying to bid a job from scratch, which is inefficient, waste a lot of time, and in doing that, trying to come up with a good price that works for the client, you may undercut yourself a little bit, which some companies do. So I know other companies that have $200 for an additional. It doesn't matter. So an extra 1-bedroom is going to be $200 plus. An extra 2 bedrooms would be $400 plus just in addition. So however way you choose to go about it, it is best to productize your cost estimation and your bidding process. That way you optimize your cash flow and you manage your profit margin efficiently and effectively. The third and final way to optimize your cash flow management is adding price review to mitigate inflation. So you don't want to have the same price or the same cost for your service or your product 5 years in a row. That's stupid. Inflation rises on average by 2 to 3, if not 5% annually. So if you have the same price annually, by default, you are reducing your profit margin because inflation is going up, cost of labor is going up, cost of materials is going up, equipment is going up, and you're charging the same thing. So you're over the span of 5 years, you would see that you're charging the same amount of money. You think on paper your profit margin is the same, but the price of materials, labor, equipment is going up, which eats into your profit margin, which then nosedives your profit margin as a business. You don't want that. So the best way to mitigate that is to review pricing annually. Look at market research, look at what the competitor is charging, and look at how much increments you can make annually to mitigate inflation efficiently without necessarily reducing the amount of clients you sign on by a huge margin, right? If you're losing 10 to 20% of your client while your profit margin stays the same, if not go up, that's good. It's better to lose 10 to 20% of your customer base, profit margin stays the same, or if not go up, from the pre-existing customers or, from new customers, then onboarding new clients, profit margin keeps going down and down and down, and your take home goes from $10,000 a month to like $5,000 a month in 5 years. So you don't want that. Just by doing this alone, annual price review to mitigate inflation, you're gonna manage your cash flow efficiently and effectively without hurting your business. So a bonus point, automate project scope review, pretty much the same thing. So project scope review is basically after each or during the review process by the clients, have that be automated where you don't have to spend time with the clients while they're manually going through stuff. If it's something that's done remotely, have it sent to them automatically, and once they review it and everything is good to go, have that automatically be checked in the project management software, clients reviewed, or however you want to go about it. There's software tools for that. I'm not here to tell you on software. There's multiple software for that, but that's one way. It goes hand in hand with this to make it more efficient, and in turn you increase your cash flow and manage your cash flow as a business. This is a quick visualization just to kind of see how it works. So up here, number one is project management software. As a business, you should have this. It doesn't matter what industry or what sector you're in, you should have a project management software. It is crucial for yourself as a business and for your client as for their own business. So project management software, number one. Number two, productize service and bidding. Have a set of price and have a price for an additional. It doesn't matter who the client is, right? If you're working with enterprise clients, standardize it. If you're working with commercial clients, standardize it. If you're working with residential clients, standardize your bidding process. That way, in bidding jobs, pretty much you're gonna wind up having good profit margins and whatnot. And step number three, pricing review. Like I said, review your pricing annually at the end of each year. Look at the competitor, look at the market, look at inflation, run the numbers, see whatever percentage you have to increase your pricing by in order to catch up with inflation, which in turn optimizes your cash flow and manages your profit margin efficiently. So let me know what you guys think about it. If you guys would like this visualization, I'm gonna have it provided in the link below. Thank you guys for watching. Catch you guys in the next video. Peace.